All right, let's take a look at the measures of the center of data. The most common that we use is the mean, which is also called the average, and it balances the distance from the center. We have the sample mean, which is read as x bar. We also have a population mean, which is read as mu. Then we have our median. The median is the middle value once our data is ordered from smallest to largest. It's the value that half the ordered data are less than and half are greater than. Remember that the median is the 50th percentile and Q2. Then we have the mode, and that's the most common value. At the end here, I'm going to show you how to use your calculator to find all of these. Now, the mode, you will have to look at your data and see for yourself. Next, let's take a look at the measures of spread. We have something called the interquartile range, IQR, and that's where you take Q3 and subtract Q1. It's the spread of the middle 50% of the data. The IQR is also the easiest measurement of spread. The last measurement of spread that we have is what's called the standard deviation. And the standard deviation is actually the most common measurement of spread. In this case, what we're doing is we're taking every value and finding how far it spreads from the mean. We're finding the average of those. Since we would have some positive and some negative ones, we square it, and we take the square root. Now, I never want you to do this by hand. We are going to use our calculators to calculate this formula and to get our answers. So let's work on our calculator right now and take a look at how we can use this valuable tool to our advantage. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I've cleared all my lists, and we hit the Stat button, go down to Clear List, and we're just going to clear list 1, 2, and 3, so that's done. Next, I'm going to go back to the Stat button. I'm going to edit my list, and let's just put in some random numbers here. So let's do 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9. And let's say those are our values. So that was 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9. All right, from here we want to hit the Stat button again and go over to Calculate. Then we want one variable, stats. You hit Enter, and we put all of our data into L1. Now there will be times where you'll calculate using L1 and L2, but in our instance right here, we are just doing L1, hit Enter, and it gives us a whole bunch of data. Now you can see right here that it's calculated our mean, right? The mean here of 6. And you might be saying, well, where's the rest of our data? Well, the arrow down tells us that there's more data down here. So go ahead and scroll on down. N is the number of data values, so we have 9 pieces of data. The minimum is 1, Q1 is 4, the median is 7, Q3 is 8, and the maximum is 9. We'll also come up here and you'll see the standard deviation. And the standard deviation right here is the S with the X, 2.69. So when we are looking at this information, what we will mostly use is the sample mean here, the standard deviation here, the number of data values, and then the minimum Q1, median Q3, and the max